In this daily drop, I'm going to do a quick test with the new Transcribe to Captions feature in Final Cut Pro. So let's go. Okay, everybody, brand new week here on the C47's channel and another episode of the Daily Drop. And it is not a tutorial episode. I may dig deeper into this in the future, but what I wanted to do was just speak the way I normally do and transcribe what you're seeing right here in the captions using Final Cut Pro's new Transcribe to Captions feature. And it's as simple as dropping something into the timeline that has dialogue, just right or control clicking and saying transcribe to captions. Now, there's some gotchas there. I don't know if they're really gotchas, but what it will do is immediately transcribe those to the ITT format, which is Apple's format for things like iTunes. And then you can easily either convert or duplicate to SRT or CEA 608. And then, of course, export those captions. You can, as I am right here for this part of the video, burn them into the actual video itself. And that's really just for a test. Usually we hand this stuff off and then it gets handled in the distribution phase. But what I wanted to do was just see how accurate it was. Of course, you can go into each of the captions that are created and you can edit them. There are more limited formatting options, and depending on if you're doing ITT, SRT, or CEA 608, you will get different parameters and options for each. But again, the whole point of this episode is to see how accurate it is. So I'll say some different words and things and see how it actually does. It's very fast, by the way. So Sony, Canon, Fujifilm, Blackmagic Design, Panasonic, Zeiss. I'm just saying things out there. I don't think it's going to get Aperture in terms of the lighting company, but we'll see in the caption if it does. And again, for this test, I'm doing nothing other than transcribing to captions and letting it do its thing. I can go in there, play it down, choose each one, and update it if I need to. But if you say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, who knows what's going to come up in terms of a caption for that. What other redonkulous things could I say? Well, I could say redonkulous and see how well it translates that. And the whole purpose is not to throw it a curveball, but to see how accurate it is in terms of just the past. Now, we've had features like this in other NLEs already, and there are plugins that can do certain functions or all of the functions of this. But to have it natively in Final Cut Pro, if that's the NLL, whoop, let's see how the captions handled that, or the transcription. If it's the NLE or nonlinear editor that you're using, then it's really nice to have that feature in there. I've also been playing a little bit with the new magnetic mask feature, which seems quite good. And I don't know, maybe I'll do an episode on that in the future. But this is just a quick test. You're already seeing what the results are without any editing. Don't forget to. And I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.